Hey, I hope you can excuse that weird maybe sound that's coming from over there. That's actually me rendering another video while recording this video. So, you know, videos. Today I want to talk about an anime that's getting up there to be on my top, 5 maybe list. This anime I've only been watching for a few months now, and it's been around for I think quite a while. In Japan, they're on I think they're over 100 episodes. And the manga is quite long, I think, too. The biggest issue why a lot of people down here won't get into it, even when they know and acknowledge it exists, is that Funimation has only dubbed the first 2 seasons. In Japan, I believe they're on the 4th or 5th, I don't know. They're much, much ahead of where we are now. And it's kind of sad that has been chosen like that. Supposedly it was because of sale-wise, I believe. So I hope they pick up Season 3, because I'm in the middle of Season 2, and I hope when I finish Season 2, they'll kick out Season 3. But you want to know what that show is. If you haven't read the title, that show is The Gray Man. Now, I owned a Gray Man Season 1 and 2, both the save editions, so together about $50 for 50-something episodes, which is a good deal for this show. If you like shows like Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, just Full Metal Alchemist, this show you probably really like. It's a shonen show, I guess you could say. It has that hint of, drama, action, comedy, goth kind of feel, just like Full Metal Alchemist, except it's not. But it's so close. Oh, it's close. Not any rip-off kind of way, but it's close enough where it's interesting. The show stars a character named Alan Walker, and Alan Walker is a young exorcist, or becoming an exorcist in the beginning anyways. And an exorcist in this world are a group of people in the Black Order that defeat demons, which in this show are called Akuma. Now, Akuma are souls of alive people who this mysterious being takes and says, hey, you know that loved one that just died? We can make them back alive as long as you say their name and blah 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 blah. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And when they do it, that soul that was dead comes back, kills the person, and then goes inside their body, takes over, and kills humans. The show each season, I believe, is 24 episodes. I could be wrong. 26 episodes, actually, and it's really good. The main character's funny. He's also voiced, and this time I'm correct. I think a few episodes ago I said the voice of Natsu in Death the Kid did a voice in Air Gear, I believe. And I was completely wrong about that. That is another voice actor that I have actually mistakenly have said that to other people. Greg something, I believe. I think I put it in the other video. But this is actually the guy who does Natsu in Death the Kid, for sure this time. And he is joined mostly throughout the show through a character, with a character named Lena Lee. And Lena Lee is the girl slash, you could say love interest, but not really, just that kind of character. And they basically go to different regions. I want to say like 1500s, I forget. Let me see here. I don't think it says. No. But it's many, many years ago. There is phones, so it can't be maybe 1500s, but very long time ago. All through Europe, usually. But it's throughout the whole world where different Akuma attacks are, and they go investigate, see what's happening, and they stop them. Now, Akuma are after what they call the Innocence. And Innocence is like these power orbs that when an Akuma gets them, they can go different levels. Level 2 Akuma are much harder to kill than level 1, and so on, of course. And these exorcists have anti-Akuma weapons, each one. A main character has, I think it is a parasite Akuma weapon, which it's his hand, and when he uses it, it can go like huge and, you know, smash things. He can also turn it into a laser cannon. A few other little things, I believe. I think at one point he turns into like a laser sword. I could be wrong about that, but I believe he does. And you might be wondering, I'm looking over here quite a lot. To be honest with you, I was just watching the show. Because right now, I'm near the end of Season 2, about more than the middle way. And the reason I'm taking my time is because I said before, I know that Funimation hasn't dubbed Season 3, so there's no point of me finishing this fast so I can continue. I could technically watch the Japanese, maybe on Crunchyroll, I don't know about that. But this show deserves to be released down here. There are shows down here that release all the time that are crap compared to this. I think it's actually quite old too. It might be almost 6 years old, this show. So, it's out. It's been viewed. Why can't it be, you know, more released of it? I don't get it. If someone actually knows the full answer why, if you could put it down there to tell me, I'd be much appreciated. You know what I mean. And yeah. Now, we're going to go into a little bit, not really spoiler section, just more explaining things in the show. So if you don't want to get too much explanation towards this show, you could stop it here. But if you want to know more about the show, that isn't really spoiler, just more explaining some things that you might want to figure out on your own, might be when to stop. So the main characters, so they're always against a man, I believe by the name of the Grey Earl. I could be wrong. I forgot his actual name, but he is a part of this group called Noah. And they are superhuman, like, people. They're not Akuma, but they're not 100% human. They're like 200% human in their eyes, how they say it. Meaning they're much more powerful. They've lived for like so long. They can take the appearance of a human, like full appearance, or they can take their, second kind of appearance where it doesn't really look 100% humanish, but it does. And they also look like they can shapeshift, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, from what I've seen. So through the show, this group of Noah has been trying to build their Akuma army so they can kill all the exorcists and get all the innocents so they can collect the Heart of Innocence, which is like the top piece of innocence in the entire thing. And if the Great Earl, I believe that's his name, can get that, then they can destroy the entire world and start anew. Because Noah... so yeah, the entire show, we don't really figure too much about this Noah group until second season, more into the last... Like, you do learn of Noah in the end of the first season, but you start learning more about them up into the second season and what they're going to be doing. So we know something bad's gonna happen. We know something they're gonna do something. But because of the whole they've only done 2 seasons, we probably won't figure it out. Now you could go to the manga to figure out what happens, but you shouldn't have to do that. So if you want more of the show, and you've seen the show, or you've watched it after my review and come back, to say something, message Funimation, and just be like, hey, where's our season 3 of The Gray Man, and by the way, it's D, like the letter D, Gray Man, not The Gray Man, which I said a few times probably. I know it's not, but I say it fast, and that's what comes out. So, this show is a really good show, and I recommend it. I've been giving, I think, 3s on most of my reviews so far. This would be a 4 out of 5, almost a 5. It doesn't hit it perfectly, but it would be a 4 out of 5. It's a really good watch. I recommend it entirely. And to get a save edition with reversible cover, once again, for anywhere from 15 to 20 something bucks, 100% worth it. Go and buy it. There's no excuse. So I hope you liked my review today. I wanted to talk about the show for a while, ever since I started this. It's awesome. I've only had it for, you know, a few months, but it's totally worth it. Almost done the second season. I'll probably tell you some more about the show in a revisit to this later on after I finish it, probably. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you later, I guess.